All right. We're back on the Inkwell,
Hi.
the Inkwell podcast. We're at the Flint Tattoo City Tattoo Convention, and I've got a very special guest here, Miss Brittany Amber. What's going on, girl?
Hi.
See, it's so fun, isn't it? So fun.
So fun.
What's up, girl? How you enjoying the show?
I am loving the show. I've met a lot of really cool people today.
Yeah. You do a lot of pieces this weekend?
Yes, I did like 7 walk-ups yesterday.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Banking that money.
Yeah.
So, everybody that didn't show up to the show, I'm going to tell you, Friday was kind of crazy. We got a freaking nuts storm that came through.
I know, yeah.
Flooded here. We had to get evacuated at the end of the night. But you know what? Everybody pulled through and made it freaking awesome. Got rid of the water. And it was at the end of the night, too, so it didn't really matter.
Right, yeah. I got to do, our Airbnb didn't come with a pool, so I did a little swimming here. It was really fun.
I hope you weren't swimming by the bathrooms or nothing.
No, the other side. It was
So
fine.
tell my listeners on the podcast here a little bit about yourself. How'd you get into the industry? How'd you get started? All that good shit.
Okay. So I got an apprenticeship, which is the traditional way to do it, I guess.
That's good. You weren't a kitchen magician.
No, I wasn't a kitchen magician. I tried out going to a few shops with my portfolio, and finally someone was like, yeah, I'll give you a shot.
So who gave you the shot?
Nick Hartung at Hourglass.
Hell yeah. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Rest in peace, Raven.
Yeah.
Me and Sydney Mulvaney were just talking about him a little bit. So now with your apprenticeship with Nick, did he give you a little bit of the old schooly ways
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything?
Oh, yeah.
So that's really good. And we were just talking about how I feel like it's important to have some of those traditions still instilled in up-and-coming apprentices that are carrying that forward, carrying that torch forward.
Yeah, I do too.
So tell me a little bit about how that went and everything. Like, how was your apprenticeship?
It was really wild. So 3 months into my apprenticeship, he quit Hourglass and went to Electric Chair.
As he came to work with us.
And he was like, I can't take you with me. I don't have room. Like, they don't have room for you there. He's like, so stay here and I'll teach you on the down low.
Right.
Because he had beef with the shop owner. So,
Which happens.
Right. They got in a little tiff. So I was still learning from him, and I just kind of learned from as many people as I could. And Nick really instilled the old school ways in me. He wanted me to learn how to build a machine, how to understand coils, just
Now, did you
honor.
start using coils, or did you kind of...
I started on coils.
Yeah? Are you still using coils?
No, I stopped about a year ago.
Yeah? So what do you think of the transition and the difference between them?
Coils have a special place in my heart. They do, but
I feel they should for everyone.
they should for everyone. The pens are so much easier, man.
I agree with you. I mean, I'm a very dear place in my heart for coil machines also. I still have all of my coils.
I do too. I can't get rid of them.
Yeah, every once in a while I'll pick one up and be like, hell yeah, this
I know,
sucker
just to
rips.
feel it.
But then
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, my wrist
Yeah.
is killing me.
Oh, I'm fatigued.
But what's awesome about the pen machines and rotaries and everything is I can have one machine set up with 186,000 cartridges out and just use that one machine and just click, 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 click
Right?
all day.
I have so much room on my tray now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Rather than having 4, sometimes I'd have 4 machines set
Yeah.
up before using coils and everything. So now you're newer into the industry, within the last 5 years or so, I'd say.
I'm coming up on 4 years now.
4 years.
Yeah.
So relatively newer to the industry. So I love picking the minds of some of the younger generation of tattooers and everything. So what do you think right now about how the industry is and the direction it's going, compared to stories that I'm sure you've heard from Nick?
Right. Oh, God, I've heard so many stories. And actually, I'm coming up on 5 years, not 4. I got that wrong. But it's changed a lot just since I started. When I first started going around with my portfolio, trying to get into shops, I had a few people be like, oh, good luck, because you're a girl. Yeah. And I had one guy tell me, he's like, I love your work, and I want you to tattoo me one day, but I won't let you work here because you're a woman.
Wow.
Yeah, he said that straight to my face. And I was
You want to call anybody out?
No.
Okay.
No, don't want to do it.
No, don't cause any waves, because you
Yeah.
never know who's going to be your boss next week.
Right, yeah, no. And now I work at an all-female shop.
Yes, you're at the studio.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And you guys are all killing it there.
Thank
Like,
you.
I see all the stuff that you guys are posting all the time. I'm just like, man, I just want to cut my hands off and stop tattooing because you
Oh,
guys are all
no.
so good.
Oh my gosh, you're amazing as well. No way.
Thank you. So what's some of your favorite styles of work to do?
You know, I feel like everyone's able to like pick a niche. I can't. I love color. I love black and gray. I love realism. I love neo-traditional. I can't like not dabble in all of it.
Versatility.
Yeah.
It's, you know, I'm kind of the jack of all trades as well. There's a couple styles I really like working in, but I think that's seasonal. Like, I go through my seasons with work. Sometimes I'm really into like that black trad stuff, you know. Other times I'm like really into realism and things. So go through our seasons. I think that's super cool to be versatile. There's
Yeah.
so many apprentices out there these days, and I'm glad to hear that you embrace versatility, because there's so many apprentices that are coming out of the gate like, oh, I only specialize in doing like this and
No,
stuff.
you can't do that as an apprentice,
No.
though. You're holding yourself back.
Because eventually you're going to need to pass the torch on.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to, whether or not it's something that you do all the time, that you can execute anything that comes through the door. Because even if you're booked out 6 months in advance with only the cool shit that you like to do, every once in a while, you know, you might get a cancellation. You're like, you know what, I'm going to go fuck around in the shop and catch a walk, and somebody comes in like, hey, can you do this barbed wire for me? You're like, fuck yeah, I can.
Yeah,
You
you
know?
got to be able to do it.
Yeah.
That's another thing Hard Tongue taught me. He's like, you need to learn like all of it. You need to be able to do all of it before you can pick anything.
Exactly.
You just
And
yeah.
a lot of people out there might not agree with us on that,
Maybe.
but I think it's important, and I think it's carrying tradition forward. Evolution is very important, and progression in our industry is very important.
It is, yes.
But also, I think there's some traditions that should not be left behind. Coils maybe, because you know, you know, keeping up with the times and technology and everything. But some of those traditions and like, you know, the shop life and everything. There's so many apprentices out there that are coming out of their apprenticeship and going, I'm going to open a private studio. It's like, I think it's important to work around a crew of people and learn how to be in that
It
environment.
teaches you people skills as well.
Exactly.
Like you need to learn how to like bounce off of other people and like
I think it helps you grow as an artist and as a person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get all that energy coming through, and it kind of fortifies you.
yeah.
You know? So for my listeners out there too, how can everybody find you on social media and check out some of your work?
I am on Facebook and Instagram, and my tag is Brittany Amber Tattoos.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'll, you know, do the little cool graphic things and whatnot, and sparkles.
Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, here it is. It's
somewhere.
right here. Yeah, bang. So moving forward, is there anything that you're excited about, or anything on your agenda that you got your sights on that
Yeah,
you want to?
you know, I want to work on everything. I can't pick a style. I'm like, next year I want to like enter anime. I want to do black and gray.
So is that what attracts you to doing the conventions and everything? Is all the versatility and the artists that come here, and you
Yes.
can kind of check out what everybody's doing?
It's
and
so
like,
inspiring. I leave
Hell
here so
yeah.
inspired.
Oh, I do
'cause
too.
Everyone's amazing, and it's just like, oh, it just makes me want to be better too.
charges you up.
It does. It
Charges
charges
you
me
Then
up.
you go back, and everybody next week's going to be the best time to get tattooed by her, because she's going
yeah.
to be so full of awesome energy. She's gonna be like,
Gonna
fuck yeah, I'm
pump it
going to do
out.
the best artwork on you ever.
Yes. Yep.
So-
Feeling inspired.
What's your favorite thing about the Tattoo City convention so far?
Oh, I can't pick one thing.
Well, couple.
I'd say just like the really cool artists from everywhere.
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
because we got like people from out of state too.
Like my buddy Vampiro's here from Chicago.
Yeah, he tattooed me actually.
Yeah,
he did
did
my
he?
feet.
Yeah, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, you got.
Well, you can't see 'em right
yeah,
now,
you got
but-
some. You got some cool shoes
Yeah,
on there.
he did my feet.
Did you enter him in anything?
No.
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 He won. So he wins all the awards. Like in his
It's
style,
amazing.
he just cleans up. But you know, if any of you guys out there want to try and knock the king down, good luck.
Yeah. Good luck.
Well, hey, thanks for coming on the Inkwell podcast
Thank you
and
for
talking
having
with me. I'll let you get back to enjoying the rest of the show.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody look her up. She does rad ass work.
Thank you.
And go give her a follow for me.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Take it easy, yo.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been waiting to talk to you guys all day, because Tattoo Saved My Life means the world to me, and I know it does to you guys too. But we're here at the Tattoo City Flint Tattoo Convention. I got Josh Short here with Tattoo Saved My Life. So tell me a little bit about how you guys got this nonprofit started, and tell me a little bit about it if you don't mind.
So yeah, man, it was, I think it was October of last year, maybe September. I found myself in the hospital, actually. They said, hey, you're having a heart attack. I was having some chest pains. I showed up. I was having a rough spot in my life, you know what I mean? And I ended up in there because of stress and all that. And next thing you know, they're transporting me to another hospital. I'm like,
Damn.
oh, shit. I'm like,
Damn.
Shit's getting real, I got a lot of kids and shit, so I'm like running down, like, make sure to call them, like, hey, love you, this is what's going on, what up, and, and just really just had, that moment where you just start to think, like, what have I done, in my life? What have I, and it's there's all the things you think before,
What is my legacy going to be, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly, man, and I survived, thank God. So
Yeah,
here we
you.
are, right? I think, fuck. But, and so when I got out of the hospital, there was a Cincinnati convention the next week, and I was going through a divorce, and I couldn't tattoo because I was getting ready to go out. I think I was going to Hawaii, and then had a couple of different, shows coming up, and Cincinnati just wasn't in the cards. But I'm like, you know what? The last place I want to go home is home right now, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm like, I'm going to go out there and talk to some people and really just try to help bring up, just try to bring my, I don't know, for lack of better terminology, just like try to bring my spirits up a little bit. Just talk to some people, talk to the family.
Because kind of like this is almost home for guys like us, that are so passionate about the industry and what the industry has done for us and given to us. This is kind of home. So going to a house isn't necessarily home. Going home is like where you feel like you're with family.
Right, and that's the thing. I got here and I started talking to, well, not here, but I got to Cincinnati. Started talking to a lot of friends, that had already, they were aware of the situation. And Cody Gower, actually, I mentioned this to a lot of people. I was talking to Cody, and I'm like, hey man, fucking, here's what's going on in my life, and I'm really just trying to figure out, what in the heck, like my next step is. And he's like, bro. He's like, what's been here since day one for you? I mean, what's been here all along this entire time? I'm like, tattooing, this has absorbed my soul since I fucking fell in love with it 15, 16 years ago, man. And, and it really, honestly, just opened my eyes. I'm like, dude, and I think I even said it right there. I'm like, dude, tattoos saved my life, bro. And I'm like, that's fucking it. That's fucking, and
And it just kind of dawned on you right then?
Dude, it was like an epiphany, man. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, right on, dude. It was an awesome fucking talk. And I fucking left. Like, almost immediately after our conversation, I hopped back in my car and I drove home and fucking just, dude, my head just was, I had goosebumps, thinking about, like, all the different things. I'm like, you know what? How many people do I know that come in with their testimonials, that I tattoo, that, that use tattoos as a way to help them overcome these struggles and these, these lost loved ones, fucking, cutting themselves, like, there's just so many different things that I've tattooed that meant so much to people that I'm like, like, as a tattoo artist, do you know what you all fucking mean to me? Do you know what the fuck you mean to me? You literally give me the opportunity to follow my dreams, to do shit I never thought was possible. And honestly, I'm like, you know what? That's what I can do. I can do some tattoos. I've been tattooing for a while, but at the end of the day, there's so many fucking amazing artists coming up and doing shit. Like, it's not a competition, man. What this is about is bringing people together. Letting people know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and some of us be going through dark spots, and we don't talk about it. We don't wear our heart on our sleeve.
Right.
Some of us do, but a lot of us don't. And
right, a lot of people keep it in, and that what I'm trying to do, like what I was telling you with the podcast earlier, is to let people know. And what you're trying to do with Tattoo Save My Life is you're not fucking alone.
Exactly, dude.
There's other people out there like us, that have been in those dark places, and just to let people know that you're not fucking alone. You can reach out to yourself or me, anybody, Brandon, you're not fucking alone. You can talk to us, and we relate because we've been through the shit too.
Exactly, man. And you understand, if not of all people, like what our platform really has the capability of doing.
Absolutely.
We, people hop on there, they watch our tattoos. They look at us like mild celebrities. Maybe no Leonardo DiCaprio, but
like, we're not getting the Academy Award or anything. No. Maybe best of show.
Yeah, that's our legacy, right? But but it's not though. That's the thing. There's so much more we can do other than come out and win these awards tattooing and show our art. We can really help use our platform to promote, positivity and, and honestly let people know. Like, it's so hard sometimes to really even come out and tell my story because, like, I can tell 4 stories right now that really put me in a really bad spot and help me, like, learn some stuff as a human. But at the end of the day, like, dude, sometimes all it takes is hearing somebody that you really look up to and you thought they had all their shit together. You're just like, man, this person is doing everything I wish I could fucking do. They're, and you're just like, and then you hear them come out, dude, 5 years ago I was going through, I didn't even know if I wanted to, and you're just like, I didn't even know if I could make it to the next day.
Right.
And you hear that and you're just like, dude, that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah,
and like,
you're like,
and
fuck
this,
yeah.
this can get this, but I could be that. This could be better, and you're just, and dude, that's everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we had to have that motivation, and everyone gets it in a different way. And
Right.
again, if we can use our platforms to really stand out and help some people, all it takes is one.
Yeah, exactly.
All it takes is
man.
help one person,
and,
bro.
And that's why, like, when I met you in Philadelphia, because that was the first time we met, and you were just going by catching some footage and everything. You were sitting talking with Sharky Steve for a minute,
Yeah,
then I kind of overheard what you were doing with Tattoo Saved My Life, and I've just felt compelled to kind of start telling you about, like, how much tattooing means to me and how it saved my life and everything, like, I went through with being homeless and everything like that, to where I'm at now, and everything I built in my life was a result of the tattoo industry and feeling like I belonged somewhere in a family like this. And it really did save my life, and it built my life. It created my life of what it is today. And we started talking for a minute, and you gave me the shirt, and then I was wearing the shirt proudly in Detroit, and that's when I bumped into Brandon Stromberg, and he was like, hey man, I see that shirt, and then we got talking and everything, and like it's blossomed into, I'm such a huge advocate for everything that you guys are doing, and I fully, strongly support everything you're doing, and
Well, it means a lot, man, for sure.
it means a lot what you're
real.
doing, brother. Seriously, man. What are some of the ways people can learn more information about the cause here?
We always try to push people towards our website, tattoosavemylife.com. You can share your story on there, but at the end of the day, we're actually in the process of a few new, like, we're working on an app right now, and we have a
Sweet.
few other things in the making, which again that'll be posted on our social media when it comes. Again, it's just like it's one of those things that we're working on a few kinks on a couple other ideas that we have in the store to be able to
A couple things coming down the pipeline.
yeah, no, because we're the more people we talk to, the more resources we have to be able to help people. So it's like we're really trying to make a network to where we can provide people resources and ways to be able to get the help they need. If sometimes we realize that sometimes it takes more than just somebody than someone you look up to being like, hey, you can make it. I made it.
Right.
So sometimes, but the thing is,
Yeah, it's not
It's-
always like that, sometimes it takes, like a little more involvement or
Some
something
people
like that.
need to go to therapy, man.
Right.
And the thing is, some people don't even have any idea where to look. When
Where to start, So
Exactly.
like sometimes it's okay, like if you're reaching out for help, you're there to offer a helping hand, and I think that's so freaking awesome.
Oh, thanks, man. Honestly, one of the most beautiful things about, since we started this, I remember the first day, I think it was in Philly, dude. That was the first American show, because I started in New Zealand. A little bit easier for me in New Zealand. Nobody knew me. I went out there, and I was like, hey, what's up, guys? And it really kicked off. I sold half the shirts we had, and it was just me, and I was like, dude, like, that's when I realized, like, this can really make a difference, man. And then Philly was our main, like, launch show.
Like coming out, like,
Dude.
this is what we're doing.
This is what we're doing, and I'm sitting there for like a half hour before I went out, like almost anxiety attack. Like, dude, how can I talk to people about? I got my own issues, and how can I like talk to people about all this stuff? And am I strong enough to like? What did I sign myself up for? All these things.
Yeah,
and,
you're
like,
just like, oh my God, what did I do?
Gosh, oh my God, and we went out there, and dude, like it was fucking amazing, man. We had people coming by like, dude, this means fucking like, dude, and they started telling their stories to us.
And that I imagine that probably like gasses you up, and that's what fuels you and gives you that strength
to make it
to
to the next
overcome
show,
the
bro.
anxiety and like be that beacon of light for people, man.
Now I come in just ready for the day, and
yeah.
now that I was, it's not that I was like scared about that. It was the anxiety of not knowing, if people were really going to reciprocate and be able to like talk about those issues, and again, I'm the first one that understand what it's like to, to bottle everything deep down inside, and we're not asking people to come out and be like, hey, let us know your deepest dark secrets, but but at the end of the day, like, you can come up and just give us a fucking hug, man. You know what I mean?
Man.
Come up and be like, you know what? Fuck yeah.
Fuck
You
yeah,
don't gotta
bro.
say nothing but fuck yeah, give us a hug and fucking rock on with your day and know that we're right beside you, man. And we're fucking there supporting every fucking movie make. So
Give me goosebumps here, guys. Give me fucking goosebumps here, man. I love everything that you guys are doing. So it started off with you. How did you and Brandon get linked up together? There.
man, me and Brandon have went way back. I've been tattooing about 15 years. I think it was around 2018 maybe. I think it was the Tattoo Awards, man. Traveling around, winning awards, and trying to compete against everyone. And during that time, he was I think a marketing director. He was for Sanoderm.
Yeah.
He worked for Sanoderm, and we just kicked it off. I started tattooing. I'm a pro team artist for Sanoderm, and the more shows I went to, I started being around him, working the booth, and I'm like, we just hit it
Just
off,
clicked.
bro, since day one,
That's like me and Brandon. He's so easy to like.
Oh, dude, you already know. You can't not like the guy.
Right.
I mean,
Mr. Brandon Derm.
Brandon. Oh yeah. Except that fucking name, man. No, I was going Brandon. Like said it. He's gonna make fun of me for that. Yeah, he's gonna give me some shit for that one. But no, I like it. It rhymes. It's cute.
Yeah.
It's super cute. I told him it's the cutest fucking name I've ever
It's
heard.
kitschy, man, and it works for him. People remember him from it,
Oh, bro.
So if that's a way to freaking gain the attention,
Oh, I love it.
So be it, man.
I love it, and that's the thing. I'll never call him Brandon Derm.
I'm not doing it anymore either. I'm not doing it anymore. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, right. Everyone does it. We'll be sitting at the booth like, Brandon Derm. I'm just like, it's Brandon. It's fucking Brandon.
It's fucking Brandon.
Right. So, but yeah, no, fucking amazing guy. And I knew he was the guy he was the first person I contacted when I was like, you know what? I need to build a board of directors for this nonprofit. The first person I called was Brandon. I'm like, hey, man, like, you're the. I heard about his mom committing, suicide, and he'll go into depth with it at the specifics. Again, it's not really my spot, but he's very open about the life changes that it made and why like this cause means so much to him, and and when we started really like talking about, I mean, again, it was one of those things like you don't even know what to say when you hear that. You're just like,
Yeah, that's like how mine and his friendship and conversation started. Was like he saw me wearing the shirt, and he was so willing to share, which I thought was great because I'm very much like that too. I'll wear it right out on my sleeve, And
Same.
we kind of shared some of that same energy, and then we got to sit down when we first met. We talked like we were friends for 20 years. And had a couple of shots of tequila,
Right.
And this was at the Motor City Expo in Detroit. And I knew right then that, like, this guy's going to be my friend. Whether he likes it or not, he's going to be my friend.
And the thing is, man, with that guy is for life, man, because he don't change. He's the same Brandon day one,
Yeah.
day 30,
Good people. You're good
year
people,
5,
man.
bro.
Like,
So
I
thanks, man.
really
You as well,
appreciate
brother.
like everything that you guys are doing. I appreciate you coming on my podcast here to talk about it and share a little bit more about it. I'd love to get as much awareness out there as possible for you guys, and just to keep supporting what you're doing, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
And I think Brandon's up there. Is he on the stage?
Yeah, he's over there somewhere entering one of his tattoos.
Yeah, he got that sweet freaking light bulb piece today, man.
Yeah,
That thing's
man.
rad as shit, man. He's putting that in. Is it best of day or?
He entered it in best of day color, and he entered it in
Okay.
best of show.
Yeah, it's a beautiful piece, and I love the border on it, like that chaotic, scratchy kind of like chaos look to it. I'm a big fan of like the trash polka and
Oh, yeah.
controlled chaos kind of stuff like that. I love that stuff, and I love seeing it reflected in tattoo work and everything too, man.
Yeah, Josh Gallant was actually he's the one that did that piece today, and like to be honest, he's been a really big supporter of the cause. He's probably been out to 8, 9, 10 expos with us since we started this, and which is so like. To be honest, he's like a really big part of this company, and it's just weird that both of our names are Josh, and oddly enough, we're about the same fucking height and same build, and
I was
we get
kind of looking between the two of you. I'm like, wait a second, wait a
people-
second, what
they're
happened?
Like, are you guys related? I'm like, if our fucking mom named us both Josh, it'd be a problem, Like,
Right.
But no, yeah, he's a fucking awesome dude, and we've been doing a lot of we got a collaboration up there right now too. So it's like one of those things. Like a lot of these shows, it's become more of like a camaraderie thing, fun. We've changed it up, from the normal taboo of like. And again, I love coming and competing and doing all that. But like, dude, since we've like started doing this nonprofit thing, man, it's been with all the love, that's been going around. It's like, dude, it's almost been more fun to like take the edge and the competition out of it. I mean, obviously we'll still throw them up on the stage.
Right,
But
absolutely.
But like to be able to work with other artists.
Yeah, a little packy
yeah.
pack.
Oh shit, I like that.
Dude, my girl works at a dispensary. I see those things. I'm like, man, this is like mad scientists that the potheads are coming up with these days, man.
Dude, the thing, the hash thing that we were saying about. Jar, I always put hash like a pin under a couple of throats.
Bro, I bought one of those for sure. I had to buy the jar.
I freaking love Carl.
Oh, Carl's awesome, man.
So what do you got? You were talking about like app and like a couple things coming down the pipeline. What do you got planned for the rest of this year with your own personal tattoo travels and everything? And then what you got planned for Tattoo Saved My Life for the rest of this year?
So the rest of the year, man, is gosh, it's gonna be straight. I've been gone for 19 days straight now,
Oh, man.
and from Phoenix to Sturgis to here, and it's been. I mean, as far as the company goes, it's been the networking, the people we've talked to. We just did a news interview for South Dakota, for Tattoo Save My Life. I mean, just the reach is almost unbelievable. Like the amount of the good response we've been getting,
Yeah.
for the message we're trying to throw out there. But I'd say we have about 7 conventions or something like that left.
Wow.
I think we're doing Savannah, Georgia. We're talking about New Orleans. Always New Orleans.
I
And
haven't done that show yet. I really want to because I hear it's a lot of fun.
It's just so much fun, man. You gotta go the nightlife, not necessarily. Like, I mean, just the food and going out to New
The
Orleans.
music and
It's just
the
awesome,
culture
man.
and everything.
Dude, and then a lot of overseas stuff. Because again, towards the end of the year, I normally do a lot of my I go to Amsterdam. I did the Rome Expo, the International Roma Expo, Evian over in France. I think after France, New Zealand,
Yeah.
and
So what's it like traveling abroad like that, and working abroad? Do you have to have like work visas everywhere, or like is it? I imagine it's more
For
difficult
Australia,
than
man.
traveling in the continental United States. I imagine it's a lot easier traveling here in the States than it is going overseas.
It is and it isn't. So I feel like as far as the one I've probably done 5 or 6 overseas conventions. I don't know. I lose track, man. I might be at about 10 now.
Dude, I see all your travels on your Instagram and everything, man. You are a globe trotter, my friend.
Any excuse, man, to go check out some beautiful scenery, man. I'll be tattooing there. So
Absolutely.
but to be honest, once I got my passport, it's really simple, man. The only country I've had an issue is Australia with the work visa. Beyond that, if you're going there for a convention, most places in Europe, you just fly with. I just
With a passport,
I
you're
grab
good.
my passport, fly out there. They ask what I'm there for. I'm here to tattoo. They're like, all right, cool,
Sweet.
sweet, later. You know
Well,
what I
see
mean?
that for a lot of people out there that aren't aware, that I'm sure that provides a little bit of information and encouragement that you can do it.
Oh, dude, I was always wondering about that too. Like, can I bring my pigments? Can I do it? And then I did it, and I'm like, and I did it again and again and again. And I'm like,
All right, I'm
dude,
cool.
no one, and it's an 8-hour flight. A lot of times it's $600 round trip. You can fly to Amsterdam, for example, for $600 round trip from Chicago. I'll drive 2 hours to, save $400 on a flight. But the thing is,
absolutely.
$600. It cost me more than that to go to Alaska for the Alaska. Maybe I did a convention out in Alaska a couple months ago. You know what I mean? I was like, that's $900 round trip. I can fly to Europe. I can go to Rome right now. I think $620.
I heard a couple of people tell me that if you fly out of Canada, sometimes that's a lot cheaper too. Just driving, across the border to Canada, if you already have your passport, obviously,
Yeah.
sometimes their airfare is a lot cheaper than here in the States.
I did not know that. I might have to look into that.
Yeah. I buy a few $100, it totally makes it worth it. And being in Michigan here, it's from Flint here, it's 3.5 hours to Toronto. You can fly out of Toronto relatively cheap, from what I
yeah.
understand. I haven't flown out of Toronto, but a little bit of information out there. And
yeah.
this man is literally all over the damn world. So any of you guys out there that want to travel, check out Josh's Instagram and check out some of his travels. What's your Instagram handle again?
It's at Josh Short Tattoos.
All right, yeah, check out some of his travels. He's got beautiful photos and videos up there. A lot of his work, Tattoo Saved My Life. Great freaking cause. Please go check it out. I highly implore you to read about what these guys are doing. They're really giving back to the industry, and not just in the industry, but just individuals in general. I really freaking appreciate you coming and talking on my podcast about this, man.
No, for real. I appreciate you having me, for real.
Thank you so much, man. I'll be seeing you on the road, bro.
I'll see you in the next one, man.
All right, man. Go enjoy the rest of this show for the rest of the night. We're back here at the Tattoo City Convention in Flint. I've got my buddy Sean Friday here.
Just in case you missed the button, I started clapping.
You know what's great though is it's been a year. I met you at this show last year. It was brief,
Real brief.
real brief. But then since then, we've actually been at a couple shows together. And we've hung out a few times now.
He caused me to spend a lot of money on my last tattoo machine. And I'm happy for it.
So when we were in Detroit, I picked up the Critical Torque machine. It was like the weekend release that they were kicking it out and rolling it out. And I picked one up, and you're like, "Oh my God, you got one?"
I had
What
already
do you
tried
think?
it out. Like their little testing thing, but fake skin.
Yeah,
fucking
fake skin at the counter when
Yeah.
you got a line of people like, "I
carts you're
want to
not
try
used
it
to
too."
using because it's just some random ass brand that I
so
don't use.
whatever
so,
they got
yeah.
off of Amazon or something just to keep their
Right.
costs down. But I remember
was
I walking
intrigued.
back and like you looked and you're like, "You got one?" I was like, "Yeah," and you're like, "Let me know what you think." So then I talked to you like, I don't know, after I used it a little bit.
Yeah, it was on Sunday when you were leaving. And I'm like, "Did you try it out?" You're like, "All fucking day."
Yeah, I loved
Loved
it.
it.
Fucking loved it. And you're like, "Okay, totally gonna get one." And I remember you sent me a message like, "I got it. Cost me $1,500. Thanks, asshole."
This is all your fault.
But it's a great machine. I freaking love
Yeah.
it, man. It's like my
It's one of the best I've
everyday
used.
machine, and I love how long the battery lasts. I love how it hits.
Yeah,
It
like-
just runs so smooth. Whatever they did in the technology and the cam shit
I
that
love
they
that you can
developed
see
for
the
it.
cam. It's the corniest little
Yeah,
thing for me,
it-
but
It
that's
lights
just,
up.
Yeah.
It lights.
Yeah,
I
it lights
I love
up,
that
and you
shit.
can watch that shit
Dude, I
spin
love
from the
blinking
side.
light. I bought this just because it has lights on it. I don't even know what it does. No.
We're tattoo artists. We're basically
I know.
fucking grown children.
Yeah, we're artists and we're not the
Oh,
smartest.
Blinking lights, shiny things. Fuck
Yeah,
yes.
that's what I
Sold.
need. Take my money.
And it's
Take
expensive.
it
It's
all.
got to be great.
Take it off. So for some of my listeners out here that aren't familiar with you, this is my buddy Sean Friday. Tell me a little bit about yourself, how you got into tattooing and everything. Like, give me a little backstory here. The
Well,
audience wants to know.
My degenerate ass back when I was like 16, me and my best friend were hanging out with his brother, his apartment. He had all the fun toys, blow dart guns, fucking paintball guns,
Fuck yeah.
fucking airsoft, whatever, tattoo kit.
You combined it all like a Jackass
I'm
episode.
about to be
didn't ya?
37. This is when I was like 15, 16. He went to jail for 90 days, so I always drew. All my friends wanted tattoos, and yeah, I did a bunch of shitty tattoos back
So
then.
you stole this tattoo machine and
Didn't steal it, just used it there because we were actually paying his rent while he was in jail.
so that was kind of like the segue into, hey, this
That
is kind of
never
fun.
even put the thought in my head.
No?
Never fucking thought about it until 26. My buddy Maximilian Michael, out of I don't know, Lansing area.
Okay.
He started tattooing and he was working with his brother-in-law, who opened a shop, Chino Miyagi. It's
Okay.
Chris Herr. He opened Expressions. Max started working with him, his brother-in-law, and he put it in my head that I should try it out because he knew
He's
about
like,
me
"Hey,
tattooing
this
back
is
in the day.
freaking
We always
awesome."
used to draw together, fucking shit like that, do
Like,
art.
hey, remember when we did that shit? You
Yeah.
could actually make money doing
So
this.
on the side, he started teaching me, telling me like what to buy, what to steer clear from, how to go about things, and then within a few months, fucking, I got offered an apprenticeship at his brother-in-law's shop and started up there.
Hell yeah.
Expressions in
how long
Lansing.
ago was that?
20. And last month was 10 years.
Oh, fuck yeah. So everybody I'm talking to today is like, they're going in their 10 year. They're like right in that 10-year mark. I'm like,
couldn't-
fuck
it
yeah, I
was
got all the
July.
10 year today.
It was July something, so I just picked July 20th because I couldn't remember what fucking day.
This month marks my 20 years
I
in
feel
the
like
business.
a baby next to half the people here.
No, I feel like that 10-year mark.
I was standing next to Steve Hill the other night and Josh Garrix, and they're about like, oh yeah, like 24 years, fucking 19 years.
Oh,
I'm like,
don't let those
Angie's
assholes intimidate
Angie
you.
Akimi's 15 years, and I'm standing there like, I'm a fucking baby in the group, and I still have a decade in, and I'm the
I
little
know.
guy. Like, shit.
So, just over the last 10 years, how have you seen the industry change? Because obviously, I mean, over the last 10 years, it's changed a lot.
I mean-
so what are some things that stand out to you?
We've all went wireless. We're getting space age machine. Cartridges, fucking game changer.
Oh yeah, dude. You don't have to have 20 machines set up.
Yes,
You can just have 20 cartridges.
One machine and just a shit ton of, it's so much cheaper.
Yeah,
Not
way
cheaper, but easier. And technically
more-
you're using less supplies because
yeah,
wrapping
it's more
everything.
efficient, I'd say. Like,
It costs the client less because you're not taking that extra fucking like half hour to set up 2 more.
yeah,
3
and then
more
have to
machines.
retune your machine and everything,
Yep.
you know?
Or even use one machine for multiple needles and have to break it down in the middle and set
Dude,
it back
it's so
up.
nice.
and-
Like, I just click. And there's still so many of my clients, they'll sit down with me. They haven't, like, been tattooed in ages. And they're like, well, that thing doesn't have a cord to it. I'm like, yeah, baby. We're fucking wireless now.
oh no, we're that good. It still has a cord. It's invisible.
Yeah, it's just invisible. I
Watch
move
me trip
so
on this
fast
bitch.
you can't see the cord. It just blurs out. You know, when you do that with a pencil, you know?
I just get that little like fucking translucent wiggle in the background.
So, other things like what about like in the industry itself, not just like so much like the equipment, because like I still bust out my coils every once in a while just to remind myself that I'm old as fuck, and then I'm like, oh, this is depressing. I want to put these away. But man,
I haven't used one in a while.
the rotaries, nothing touches a coil on like efficiency. Like nobody can line as good with a fucking rotary as you can with a liner. I don't care what anybody fucking says.
Well, we talked about this last night, and I agree, but I haven't used a coil in so long
Right.
that I think I could probably line better with a rotary now than I could a coil because there would be an adjustment period to go
Right.
back.
Going
like
back
it was
and,
to
like-
go into a
Yeah.
rotary. It'd be
It-
the adjustment to go back to a coil
Sometimes
at
I
this
feel like
point.
I'm still adjusting to rotaries, but then like I'll pick up a coil and be like, nope, go back in the drawer. But I still have all
Instantly,
my.
you're like, oh, my wrist.
Yeah, my wrist fucking hurts to wrap me up. Ace band.
That arthritis I haven't felt in 5 years fucking instantly came right
Fuck
back.
that, bitch. I'm 20 years in. I feel that arthritis daily, every day. My back, my shoulder, everything, man, is fucked up. But that's what you have to look forward to in the next 10 years.
Oh, yeah,
You're
it's
gonna be
all-
hurting.
It's all right there.
So, how many shows have you done this year?
This is the 6th one. We had more lined up, but me and AG Akimi have been traveling, doing the conventions together. I think we had 10 lined up total, and we both had a bunch of like personal life shit
Yeah.
go
Eh,
on to where it just got
shit
complicated to travel that
Yeah,
much.
because
So
we had all talked about doing the New Orleans show together.
yeah, we just off that one.
Yeah,
'cause
I kind of offed it too before I even talked to you guys. I was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that with you guys. I'll let them know when we're in Flint.
right.
But, you know, life comes up, shit happens, you know, you can't always do them. But
So we cut a bunch out. We ended up we cut 3 out because we had about 10 lined up, and we're definitely doing Nashville coming up. And
yeah,
then,
Andrew was telling me about that one.
we've been talking about doing either Tampa or Orlando just to get down to a more
Wa-
temperate climate
yeah,
in the beginning of winter
Yeah,
up here.
a nice way to cruise out the summer, you know, kind of like
But
ease in.
If I do that, I'm taking like a whole week down there, work the convention, stay like an extra 4 days, and fuck off for a little bit.
Are you planning on doing Minnesota or Philly in the winter?
Probably Minnesota again. That was a good one. It
I heard it's cold as fuck there in January, though.
was negative 18.
Yeah,
The
I don't-
wind chill had its own fucking wind chill following it.
You know, I heard it's a great
It
show.
almost
I
hurt.
would probably just want to like stay in the convention center all weekend and like
In-
not go outside at
Dude,
all.
in the hotel, the convention center, giant fucking bar, giant lobby area, 300 artists just.
No
they
need
had
to
like
leave.
10 fucking bartenders working both sides of the bar. No reason to leave. There was a restaurant in there, fucking Starbucks. People were having everything delivered right to the fucking main lobby.
Hell
Like
yeah.
there literally barely anybody was going outside. There's 2 restaurants across the street, so if you want to spend 2 minutes getting your bones chilled, fine. But
Yeah, no.
we
See,
all
I
fucking-
don't smoke cigarettes or anything anymore, so I have really no need to go outside when there's DoorDash. You know. So though, like all the shows and everything, how long have you been traveling for? How long have you been doing the shows for?
my first one was Chicago 4 years ago. My friend Ferg, out of Lansing, they hit me up, asked if I wanted to work a show with them. It would have been both of our first shows. Ferg, medical reasons, had to back out about a week before the show. So, free booth. Oh, not free booth.
But, like,
The
yeah,
extra half of the
opening,
booth
yeah.
paid for,
Yeah.
and I
Opening
just
for you.
worked Chicago, didn't really know anybody that worked conventions. So I went out there just trial by fire.
Hell yeah.
By myself, I had my girlfriend at the time. I did underboob Medusa,
Sweet.
like big ass black and gray stonework shit. And then one of my clients had moved to Wisconsin, and we had an ongoing Marilyn Monroe piece with roses and like red tattoos on her neck and red lipstick and a red like heart gem half the face is a skull. Had that ongoing, so she met me up in Chicago and finished that out. Sunday I did like 2 walk-ups.
And then you were just like, I'm hooked.
FK came and asked me if I'd like, because I had access rotary with the cord. They asked me if I wanted to try the lightning bolt.
Oh yeah.
So they gave me one, interviewed me.
Dope.
So I went wireless. Officially the first time ever.
I wish
that
my
weekend.
first time going wireless was like that. Mine was Sharky Steve came home from a convention. He brought home the FK Flux, and then he went on vacation. Or he came back from a convention, then went on vacation, and let me use his machine for a week. And I had just bought the Valhalla.
I had so many
And
problems with the
I
Valhalla.
did too, dude. I'm sorry, Axis, but 2 of them broke on me.
Exactly. I wanted to love
I
that
wanted
company
to love it because
so
it
much.
has an adjustable throw.
First one.
Innovative, so innovative.
I
wish it
pre-ordered
worked
it.
though.
It broke within 4 months. Sent it back. They fixed it. Broke within a month. I sent that bitch back 4 times, and they never
I
just
know.
replaced the machine, even though I was one of the first ones to get it. I pre-ordered.
You know what's crazy though is
They
like,
kept offering to fix it. They eventually told me I had to pay the repair fee. Like, fucking why? You sold me a brick
yeah.
that
and
I'm struggling to fucking even tattoo with. From
you
the
know what's
beginning.
crazy is Cody Reed.
And I even bought the Valkyr. I fucking invested enough into the company that I fucking hook it up. Come on.
Dude, Cody Reed tattoos with the Axis Valhalla exclusively, and I think he uses like the critical battery packs and everything, so he's wireless with it. But he's like, dude, I've never had a problem with mine. And I'm just like, fuck you.
And so many people say that it was great. They never had an issue. Like, I had nothing but issues.
Yeah, you know. So
and I gave
guess
up my
to each their
Valkyr.
own.
Never had an issue with it. But it fucking collects dust because my Valhalla just left a bad taste in my mouth.
Dude,
I'm trying to sell it. I don't want that thing.
I might get rid of mine. I might just.
I got
hang
the
on to
critical
it just
now.
in case.
Shit, critical.
Yeah, that's all you need.
I don't
Love
need it. I
Hey,
don't
if
need
you
nothing.
guys are looking for anybody to sponsor,
Uh-huh.
holla at your boys. We love that machine.
Yep.
But so Sharky Steve brought home that FK Flux, the Spectra Flux, and I tried it for a week, and then he came back and he was like, "Hey, I need my machine back." I'm like, "No, it's mine now." The wand chooses the wizard,
Fucking-
bitch.
This one has Dragon Heartstring.
Yes, it's sorry. It's
You-
mine.
you're not a
gonna have
Dragon
to-
Heartstring,
You're
bro.
gonna have to find your own. Like, let me see your receipt.
You,
Nope,
need,
it's
you
mine.
need that like ebony fucking phoenix
Yeah.
feather bullshit. Get out of here.
So then I was like, fuck, now I got, then I went, I bought that. And I ran that for about a year. And then in Detroit this year, I checked out the critical and I'm like, fuck, I'm buying it.
Instant.
But dude, I love it. The packaging, the travel box.
Yeah, I bought the whole thing.
You know, they give you every accessory. They give you a RCA adapter and the cord and fucking everything, dude. It's such a, I mean,
And I still
swear
have my
by that
little
machine.
lightning bolt battery pack, so if I have to use an RCA adapter for
And dude,
some
those
reason,
batteries
but-
last forever.
Yeah,
Dude.
No, I had when I first got it, I had a week of appointments, like 2 pretty good sized ones, 6 hours each roughly,
Yeah.
kind of thing, and the rest weren't
Went
huge.
through the whole thing.
Whole fucking week on one battery.
Fuck yeah,
I
dude.
still had one full fucking bar, not even
Yeah,
like.
and I
like,
love that it
was
has
just
like the little bars so you can
Yeah.
see like when it's gonna
one
when
bar
the-
on one
when the-
battery, a whole week of
Yeah.
shit.
and
You can't beat that.
So like I still like my FK machine and everything, but I feel like the critical battery packs are way better because you can see like a visual representation of
Yeah.
how much time you have left.
That is one thing
There's just so
with
much, and
FK
they
that's
last longer.
always annoyed me.
The color coded.
It's fucking 80s Tron era.
It's like
Like LCD.
yeah, come on, get with the times.
Give me
Like,
all the information.
Samsung literally has like ball-shaped fucking TVs now. You know what I mean? Fucking slap a little fucking 1x on there and call it a day.
I mean,
man.
I got dual fucking Samsung monitors, and that shit damn near wraps me for my fucking PC at
know.
home.
You got a
I have to
command
look over, I have to
center.
like spin my chair to see my whole goddamn computer screen.
fucking Minecraft and like you're in Minecraft itself.
Oh no, it's
man.
just porn across all.
Yeah.
right.
I need to put the Pornhub little drum intro as a sound effect on here. That'd be
Is that
fucking
trademarked?
dope. It probably
You ever seen that YouTube video of that kid at a talent
Yeah,
high
at
school
the
talent
talent
show?
show,
He's
he's-
busting out with the
And
fucking
everybody,
drums.
like, the
They
teacher's like,
lose
you
it.
motherfucker. It's like, what? Young
The whole
adult?"
school
Yeah.
fucking loses
Yeah,
their shit.
so fucking.
'Cause they
I
all
love
know it.
Yeah, they all know it, and the teachers knew it too. It's like, yeah, well, fuck you for knowing it then, teach.
If you're mad about it, you know it. Yeah. Just as guilty. Everybody should have just shut up and so secretly knew that they knew it.
Did you work the Tattoo City convention last year here?
Yeah, I grew up, well, my dad lived in Flint my whole childhood. I grew up with my mom out in the country, over to St. John's area.
Okay.
So Flint's a little bit of home. And as soon as I found out, I met Travis years ago. I guessed him out at his house before or his shop before he started any of this shit.
Yeah.
So when I found out about this, he hit me up, found out about it, and I was like, dude, I'm never missing a Flint convention. That's a little piece of home.
Dude,
I'm
it's
working
so
this shit
fun.
every year.
This show is so
It's small.
fun.
It's more like-
it's small. It's fun. Everybody's tight knit here, dude. Everybody's
It feels
so
more
friendly.
personal, 'cause it's
And yeah, exactly, man. And Travis is so cool, man.
I have
like,
the time to be able to see everybody and everything because it's not gigantic.
Exactly.
He's,
You-
holy shit. Metal.
Yeah, metal.
Fucking. What?
because he cares. He cares. He's
I even told him I walked by. I was like, fucking yes.
Dude, I talked with
The littlest
everybody
thing, that's
that's been
amazing.
on the podcast today about these, and everybody's like, dude, these are so cool. But nobody else does this.
I don't even know what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm gonna do something with it.
I'm saving it forever because
Yeah.
it's going to last forever.
It might just hang on my wall.
So I save all my
I have
lanyards
mine-
and everything. They're all
hanging
hanging.
up shit,
So,
too.
you know, it's kind of like, this is my collection of the shows I've done and reminders and everything. And this one stands out above the rest. And I had him on the show earlier, and I was talking to him. I'm like, dude, like, I appreciate things, like, and us as artists appreciate little details like that.
Just
Because
stupid
it
little
makes you
stuff
feel
like
it fucking important, man. And when you have something like that, and it just shows that he cares, too.
Well, that's the thing with Detroit. Even Villain Arts has the punched, like,
Yeah,
laminated type thing. Fucking
the
Detroit
plastic
just has a
ones.
little wristband. Like,
Yeah.
I'm always a
It's
little
a-
disappointed when I get that. Like, I'm
Where's
not gonna
my
hang that with
lanyard?
the
I
cool
want
ones.
a lanyard, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
I want to feel like a VIP.
Yeah, and like the Villain Arts ones, you know, with the punch and everything.
I feel like a
they're plastic.
KIP, like a kind of important person because I'm
Yeah,
there, but
and then,
you gave me a wristband.
And then we get a metal one this weekend, and that's all like cool gold and black. and,
Travis
like,
made us all feel like fucking ballers.
Yeah,
just
dude.
because
And
that
now it's
little
like we're
move
gonna
right
go
there.
to every show, and it's gonna be
I'm
like,
gonna wear this
nope.
under my one at every show just to show that off. Like,
It's
step
like,
your
hey,
game up.
it could be better. It could be better.
I mean, this
but,
is sweet, but look what Travis does.
Yeah, and look what Travis does. Like, if you really
cares.
want me to come back next year,
If you actually like us, I
Yeah,
mean,
if you actually like us, do you even care? Do you even care about your artist, bro? How many pieces did you end up doing this weekend?
two and a continued huge one. I started it. She already had it started from somebody else years ago. I added on to it Minneapolis. I linked up with this chick through the Facebook page for Minneapolis Villain Arts, and then she met up with me and Angie, and we collabed on it in Chicago. And then she was supposed to come to my shop on Tuesday or Wednesday because she was in Detroit. She travels the country for her work.
Nice.
She was in Detroit, hit me up, and I was like, I scheduled her, and then I had him, but didn't have anybody to like watch him or anything.
Yeah, that's kind of what's slowing me down from doing more shows right now. Is my son being home with me, and he, you know, he's 14. He's like right at the cusp of
Well,
like.
he's that age. Like he wakes up, makes his own breakfast, eggs,
Oh,
and
yeah,
all that
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Will cook me breakfast and wake me up like you're dead.
Yeah,
Like, shit.
you know, they're at that age with the independence and everything now. And I'm kind of testing the waters with my son this weekend. Like, he's chilling at home right now, you know, and he's not far away. You know, we're in Flint. I'm in Bay City. That's
Well, when I went to work a few times since he's been down this summer, I've let him stay home for like
yeah,
4
and
hours.
It's kind of like giving them some independence and everything. And us as dads, you know, it's hard to want to let go and like, but you also, I
Oh,
feel
he's
like
already at the age he doesn't want to hang out with me anymore. Everybody else is cooler than me.
But he's
ain't
still
listening.
still helicoptering around.
He's right there not
Yeah.
listening.
He's giving you the death look right now. Like, don't be fucking talking about me.
Oh,
You
dude's
better-
cool as shit now. He's got a tooth gem. He's out here balling. You want
Yeah.
to come show it off? You want to hop in the camera and show your tooth gem?
So the tooth.
Yeah. We've been talking about you
So
for like 5 minutes.
Sparkle. Let me see
Sparkle,
that.
sparkle.
Oh,
Sparkle, sparkle.
yeah.
Kylita, 2 gems.
Hell yeah.
Vampiro, I want to add to the fucking.
Oh yeah, dude. He's,
Dagger that
he's
Angie did on
badass.
my side.
I gotta get him on the
Yeah,
podcast.
I want
man.
him to fucking like work something in around that, wrap it up
It's
around
so
the
rad.
ear like Josh Garrick's just got this weekend.
Yeah.
Maybe not Elvish, but I want something
Dude,
to add to that.
he won an award with that. He got best lettering. Yeah.
It looks fucking, dude. That shit. We were sitting in the hotel room, like, all right, I'm not creeping on you, but I'm gonna lay like fucking Jeff Goldblum. I'm gonna do the Jeff Goldblum and fucking stare at the side of your head like a French girl.
Pay me like one of your French
I was like,
girls.
dude, this
don't,
fucking-
don't forget the shit on the side.
This is so fucking clean.
Dude, and
You know the tattoo chair thing? How clients get awkward and don't know how to sit on it.
yeah, and what the fuck is with that?
My chair.
It's just a fucking chair.
Somebody broke my fucking tassel chair. $1,700 fucking tassel. Like
Oh,
snapped the fucking, not snapped the bar, but broke the fucking bracket and ripped the screws out on one of the legs. I went to pull it up,
And it
it
just
instantly
flops.
drooped like fucking 4 inches. Like this shit's all bent. And 2 screws are missing. Like
Oh
God,
man, I'd be so pissed. I'd be like, well, I
who
gotta add
sits
that
on
onto
the
your
end
bill.
of a fucking like
Clients.
Yeah.
Clients.
I thought about making one of those stupid TikTok videos, but I was
You
gonna
see the
do
one that-
shit. I was gonna do shit like put the black shirt on, unbutton, and do the Jeff Goldblum, and then the fucking French girl fucking just titties out.
And dude, like I have like huge people come up and they'll want to sit on just the little corner of the fucking legs. I'm like, dude, you're gonna flip my fucking chair.
Yeah, you see,
Like,
it's a pole centered
it's
4 feet away
teetering.
from you, and you're sitting over here. What?
Like,
Why?
I need you there. Like,
Do you
and then
sit
people
on
are
a
like
fucking-
trying to like lay upside down and shit. And I was like, dude, I'm just doing your fucking wrist. Like,
They go to get on like pirouette and just
and
fall
nobody
onto that
knows how to sit
bitch.
on a fucking chair when they're getting tattooed. It's like all their fucking IQ goes out the fucking window. Like, what
Yep.
the fuck is wrong? Just sit the fuck down, people. Sit the fuck down.
PSA,
Yeah.
don't overthink it. It's a fucking chair.
PSA, sit the fuck down. Just sit the. It's not like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Like, oh, this one's too hard. This one's too soft. This one flipped the fuck over because I don't know how to fucking sit in it. The fuck is
None
wrong
of
with
which
people?
ended up being right.
I'm going back to the massage table.
Yeah, right?
And even with the massage
That
table,
shit's
like,
$200.
nobody knows how to fucking get on it and shit. You know.
As I'm saying, have you seen some of them how they like I said, do the pirouette and almost fall
That's
over
wh-
into it? Like, what the fuck was that? I don't say it because, I mean,
Dude, I love tattooing tattooers because it's like you
we
get.
talk shit the entire time.
Well, and you get a tattooer in your chair, and it's like they just sit the fuck down, and they're
Normal.
like, they put themselves exactly how you need them, and it's like perfect. You're like,
And they can
thank
tell
you so much.
when you're maneuvering this way, so they'll
yeah, they'll kinda
gently roll the forearm.
rotate. Or
They'll
wait
move when
for you
you're,
to-
they'll
you're
move when you're dipping,
Yeah, and you'll be
wiggle,
like, thank you so
and
much.
it'll settle right back down where they were.
Yeah, because like you'll be like this,
Yeah.
like all hunched over and shit, and then you
You go to spin their arm and they fight against
Yeah.
non-tattooers.
yeah,
They'll
non-tattooers.
like fight against you,
They're
moving
like,
their
no,
shit around.
No, I want you to be uncomfortable.
Or you go to place a stencil and they flex.
yeah.
Like,
It's
dude,
why?
loosen the
what the
fuck
fuck
up.
are you trying
I'll just
to
shake
do?
people's arm like, relax, relax.
I tell people to like shake it out and stuff. Like,
And then they'll
all right,
still
shake it out, and then they'll tense up, and then it's like, what do you got to poop or something, man?
Yeah, we got time. You can take a bathroom break.
Yeah, I know, right? It's not that.
Or
big
if you're
a
one of
deal.
those, no, just don't pinch it off in here. Go to the bathroom.
I think all the tattooers out there listening can totally fucking relate to all those scenarios right there.
My
man.
chair broke 2 weeks ago. I found out it was broke 2 weeks ago, so that is like fresh, and I'm still pissed about it. I don't know
Still
who did
salty
it.
about it.
If you're out there,
Fuck
fuck
you.
off.
Yeah, fuck
you don't know me shit because I'm not gonna. I'll
Fuck
fix
that.
it. But still, they ain't gonna
better-
come forward and tell me who they are.
Well, if you know who you are and you're listening to this,
Anonymously?
you better get him a new fucking chair
Cash App,
because Jesus knows.
Sean capital S, Friday capital F. Cash
Donate
App.
to the cause, y'all.
Send me some money to fix my chair.
Fuck yeah,
Whoever did
donate
it.
to it.
I don't need money from everybody else.
Yeah, get this man a new chair.
No, just the guy that fucked my chair up. Send me like $200
So-
for the pain and suffering.
Everybody out there that that doesn't already follow you, how can you find you on social media? How can they
Friday
track your ass
Tattoos
down?
Instagram.
Friday Tattoos on Instagram.
Yep. Funny story. A guy, his last name is also Friday. I can't remember where he's from, but he messaged me. His Instagram name is Friday Tattooer, and he messaged me and wasn't pissed, but he was like, "Bro, you took Friday tattoos like 8 months before me." He was like, "I started tattooing like less than a year before you did." Apparently, from what I've been looking at, he's like, and I tried to get Friday tattoos on Instagram. It was taken.
So
I was
what-
like, who the fuck took Friday tattoos? I was like, yeah, that's me.
That's me.
was
Hi,
like-
I'm that guy.
I locked
Did you
that
guys
shit
become
in
friends
just in
after
time.
that?
Yeah, I follow him. He's
Fuck
a
yeah.
great fucking tattooer.
Fuck yeah,
I'm
that's
pretty sure it
awesome.
was Friday Tattooer on Instagram. Check him out too. He's great.
What's up, homie?
Last name also Friday, as weird as that is.
Yeah, that's kind of cool though. Like,
right.
and like a unsuspecting friendship blooms out of it.
Yeah,
That's
like
kind of cool.
I stole. Well, I didn't steal. He tried to steal my Instagram name, but I already had that shit locked.
So Friday Tattoos on Instagram,
Email
Facebook,
sfridayart.
that's Friday.
Facebook sfridayart@gmail.com, and then Facebook Sean Friday.
Sean
SHAUN Friday.
Hell yeah, go check his work out. He's a badass tattooer.
I do,
and
thanks.
help him out. Help him out get a new fucking chair, man. Because motherfuckers out there don't know how to sit the
Right.
fuck down.
Every
PSA.
time I sit on anybody's chair that isn't in the tattoo industry, I'm gonna sit on the corner of that bitch and see what happens.
Go to the dentist office and flip
Yeah.
the fucking dentist chair. Instruments be going everywhere.
Crush my fucking ankle, get a lawsuit, and now I'm gonna buy myself a new tattoo chair out of it. Shit, and get my teeth cleaned for free for life.
Well, hey,
Bet.
man, thanks for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
And go enjoy the rest of the fucking Tattoo City Tattoo Convention, man. This is a
At this
really
point,
fun
I'm gonna
weekend.
walk around for a little bit and get the fuck out of here. It's been a long weekend.
Yeah,
Good,
it
but
has been a long weekend, but yeah, I'm tired as fuck too.
The,
and
the nights have been longer than the days. like every convention.
Yeah, that's that comes with the territory, bro.
Yeah. We work hard, but we're also fucking degenerates, so we party harder.
Yeah. You gotta work hard, party harder.
Yeah. You work hard to party harder.
Thanks for being on the show, man. Thanks for being on the Inkwell.
For sure.
I'll catch you later, homie.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test.